You are now listening to On One Radio, the talk show podcast station, bringing you Inspire Hour Podcast, a source for positive mental stimulation and good vibes, uplifting the world in support of peace, strength, wisdom, and faith. The information and resources on this podcast are based on the opinions of the host, unless otherwise noted. All information is intended to motivate, encourage, and inspire positive change and a healthy lifestyle. This podcast may contain some quotations, images, and/or excerpts from copyrighted material. These uses fall well within the copyright doctrine of fair use. Fair use refers to the right to reproduce, use, and share. Welcome. You are now listening to On One Radio, the talk show podcast station, bringing you Inspire Our Podcast. I am your host, Tony Williams. Thank you for being here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday evening. Normally I do this around 12 noon, but today was kind of so laxed and relaxed and lost track of time. But I'm here with you all. Can't forget about you all. We have to uplift and inspire each other on a fairly regular basis. First, I want to make a shout out. We'll give a shout out to some of those that follow me on Twitter, like Princess Tia, which is at Tia the Diva, and Podcast Forum. They were checking on me. I'd been a little under the weather, and online they checked on me, and I want to say thank you. And it was, inspiration, because I was feeling kind of sick. I had an upper respiratory infection, and so pushing through that, it was a little easier. The fact that someone was checking on me, it's having that support, even if it's, you have that family, but having other people as a support system is amazing, and I really do appreciate you guys for that. Now, uplifting, inspiration, and all those good things, those are some of the best things in life, and for a lot of people, they don't have that. And that's the main reason for this podcast. So today we're going to be basically talking about the it's alright attitude. The it's alright attitude. It may be easy for some and it may be difficult for others, and that's why I'm here. What is the it's alright attitude? Well, so many things change throughout life, and everyone goes through so many different phases: physical, emotional, relationship, just so many different changes that we as humans are bound to experience. And how we handle them kind of, molds and shapes us for the future of how we handle things. And having a it's alright attitude is kind of what we all need, especially right now. And to have that attitude, it's saying, okay, something happened, say, lost a job, okay, it's all right. Another door will open for something for me to do better. It's giving me the time to hone my skills, reconnect with self, figure out new skills, just so many things like that. Even with having a new child, it changes a lot. So it's a big thing to have an it's alright attitude. So that way, no matter what happens or what takes place, you're not going to be so horrified, so disappointed. Your mood and your attitude will remain light, because you'll have that peace and understanding that it's okay, that things are going to happen and life is going to change. And it's wonderful to have the it's alright attitude. So how do we have this? Well, it takes persistence, faith, hope, prayer, patience, and humbleness to have, in the end, peace. And when you have those things, you pretty much have that it's alright attitude. you're persistent. So whether you lose your job, separate from a spouse, have to move for whatever reason, just all the things in life that typically happens. Car accidents on down, the economy failing, healthcare crumbling. It doesn't matter what it is. You're persistent, you're a survivor, and you push through. You always tend to find a way to push through. And being persistent, you really can't do that without having faith and knowing that things will be all right and that your creator has your back on this. So you're able to stand on faith knowing that, okay, if I, whatever your situation happens, because for everyone it's different. And we definitely learn different lessons out of this. But for everyone, you can stand on faith knowing that things are going to be all right, which helps you to be persistent. And having hope, that's just icing on the cake. It boosts the other two, the faith and the persistence. And prayer, that is your strength right there. That's definitely a strength booster. And prayer is also considered meditation, so it's going to kind of keep you at an even tone. So you're a bit more calm, you're a bit more focused, and you can kind of see your way through different situations and scenarios. So whatever happens, you won't react just right off the grip. Okay, I'm not going to think about this. I'm just going to make a decision based off my feelings or anything of that nature. So it really helps. Prayer, hope, faith, persistence. The big one is that patience there. That's kind of a tough one, and that's probably not just you or I, but I'm pretty sure other people experience that. It's hard to be patient when your passions are so high about a certain thing, or it's just hard for you to wait for things to work themselves out, or might just be in a hurry all the time. And we've all had to pretty much kind of learn that lesson. Slow down, take your time, breathe, think things through, so that way your reactions and your responses to things don't make the situation more detrimental or more disappointing for you. And along with that comes that humbleness, that when you know everything's going to be okay, you're not showboating, you're not being rude to anyone, you're at peace. And you take things as they come and you sort through, and if something good happens, you're like, okay, that's great. But you're not boasting or shouting from a mountaintop. You're not riding on 20s. You don't have $1 million. I mean, anything like that. Because we know it happens. I mean, if you're looking on YouTube, there's a lot of bragging and boasting going on. But it's very important to remain humble. Because in the end, you can lose something. So to remain humble is the key. And so with the humbleness, the patience, the prayer, the hope, the faith, the persistence, you have that peace. Which makes me think, okay, so how do we get to that point of having those things? How do we take that first step? Well, it's pretty much sorting out lifestyle and everything. Figure out what's more important and why it's important to you. And when you do, then you can get it done. And time management is also a part of your foundation with all of this, because you definitely have to use your time wisely. Because, I mean, we know there's 24 hours in a day, and you can only do so much in a day. So definitely don't pressure yourself or double stack or even triple stack yourself with excess amounts of heavy responsibility, because naturally we're going to have that. So you definitely don't want to double stack that, but use that time wisely, and that can help you with the persistence. Because if you're overloaded, you might feel like you want to give up on what it is you're trying to accomplish, whether it's weight loss, a new job, a new relationship, a new friendship, you're an entrepreneur, whatever it is, that persistence, it's key. And all of these things definitely tie into time management. With faith and patience, those two kind of go hand in hand right there. You have to do as much as you can do. That's being patient. And when you've accomplished it, you'll feel a lot better. You'll feel a lot better. But time management is also a part of your foundation as it relates to any goal set. Whatever the goal set is, the way we use our time helps us. Take a little time out for prayer, a little time out to just be and be patient and let your work speak for itself. Let what you have done show you. It's basically seeing the pattern within yourself of what it is you're trying to do, how it is you're trying to be. Or even if it's just this, having the it's all right attitude. It's a little bit of work involved, but you can do this. Anyone can do this. Now, for this week, I have an affirmation for the week. And it goes as follows. I create my own luck or opportunity every day. Now, that's your affirmation for the week. So when you're going about your week and something seems a little too difficult, or you feel yourself getting a little impatient or have a not so great attitude, speak life and truth into yourself. So your affirmation for the week is, I create my own luck and or opportunity every day. And it also helps to kind of have that ownership of how you think, how you feel, how you see yourself and all that you do. And that kind of cuts away the rest of any other excuses we can come up for ourselves not to do something, or the desire to give up on something. And it will keep you uplifted and inspired, as well as motivated. Now, our quote for the week is, set a path and the rest will follow. Set a path and the rest will follow. And basically that's just getting started. Once you get started, you set that path. And you'll figure out the ins and out of everything it is you're trying to do. And the rest will follow. Because getting started is the hardest part. Now after that, it's staying on course. But that's your quote for the week. Set a path and the rest will follow. Now I want you all to pat yourselves on the back. Every week is not easy. It's never going to be just totally easy. But pat yourself on the back for what you have accomplished for last week, as well as what you plan to accomplish this week. Don't forget to set your goals and know that you are an awesome person. And don't forget to seize your opportunities immediately. Keeping in mind that you are enough. You have every possibility. You are joy. You are, once again, enough. And you are your own joy. So don't let anyone or anything get in the way of what you're trying to do and accomplish. And encourage others around you. It makes you feel better and it helps other people. And this is very important. So let's do that for each other. Let's truly be each other's support system. Ladies, fix each other's crown. Gentlemen, support one another in brotherly love. Until next time, this has been your message for the day. And I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed, as well as productive week. Take care of yourselves. You have been listening listening to On One Radio, the talk show podcast station, bringing you Inspire Our Podcast. Know that you're loved, cherished, and needed. So keep your head up and your heart light. Until next time, have a blessed and productive week. I have been your host, Tony Williams. Looking for more inspiration? Inspire Our Podcast is available on most podcast sites, apps, as well as on Facebook. We can also be found on YouTube. The name over there